Excellence in Education in Liberia, providing yet another video on Liberians, West African Examination Council Senior Secondary School Mathematics Examination for Liberian Schools. In this video, we're going to be looking at over a section from probability statistics, and this is the last in the series of our 3 videos that focuses on the statistical portion of the WAEC Mathematics Examination. In this video, we're going to be looking at group data, find the mean, mode, median of group data, and also investigating the measures of dispersions of group data. So most of the theoretical parts we've already covered it. So you see where they have 3 measures of central tendencies, the mean, mode, and median. We showed you already how to compute them. So it's just a kind of refreshing to say that even when you are reviewing using books, these kind of things. So here is a formula for finding the mean of group data. I mean, quite similar to this, except that where F here represents the frequency of a particular category. Sometimes now these are formulas that we're never going to use, so you don't even need to worry about it, because there are strategies we can use to find it. Given the table below, what is the sum of the range and mode of this distribution? Calculate the mean of the distribution to the nearest whole number. If it's 2, then the next part goes to probability. So it's not sort of like in the statistical portion, but because we are getting people ready for the test, we're going to address that over here. This problem was taken from WAEC. This should be WAEC 2006, number 23 to 25. I have WAEC, that's fine. But yeah. So let's go ahead. So the first thing is, what is the sum of the range and the mode? So the first thing we must find is the range. So how do we find the range? To find the range here, so we must take and look and see. So understand, these are the frequencies. Our focus here is on the age in years, the ages of the people. What this is saying is that 2 persons at the age of 20, 5 persons at the age of 19, 8 persons at the age of 18. So in terms of the range, we're not looking at the difference between the frequency, we're looking at the difference between the ages. So what was the age range? Well, the age range from what? 20 to what? 14. So we'll do 20 minus 14. Highest minus the lowest. Okay? That's going to be what? 6. So our range here is what? 6. Now, the next thing we wanted us to compare, we're going to be finding the sum of the range. So we've got the range. So what we need to know now is the mode. So to find the mode is the data element with the highest frequency. So the data element with the highest frequency is what? 17. So the number of people who were age 17 was what? 11. That's the highest frequency here. So our mode here is not 11, it's the age, the people who were at age 17. So 17 is our mode. So our mode here is what? 17. Again, do not use the frequency. So now, what is going to be the sum of the mode in answering problem A? So we should find the sum of the mode in the range. So that will be 6 plus 17, and that will be what? 23. So the sum of the mode in the range will be 23. Then in part B, they want us to calculate the mean of this distribution. So to calculate the mean, what we will do is to use the formula by multiplying each data element by its frequency, and then divide it by the total frequency. The total frequency here, if we add 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 11, that will be 25. Plus 8, that will be 33. Plus 5, that will be 38. Plus 2, that will be 40. So the sum of the frequency. So let's turn to the next slide, and I'm going to show you how we do it. So let's just lay it out. So now we are finding the mean. So we do what? F of xi over the summation of f. So what are they? We have 14, a frequency of what? 2, age 14. Then we have 15 year over what? 5. Then we had what? 16, a frequency of what? 7. Then we have 17, a frequency of 11. Plus we have 18, a frequency of 8, plus 19, a frequency of 5 plus 20 and a frequency of what? 2. So we'll divide all of that by what? 40, because the total we had was 40. When we do all of this, our total up there would be basically, would give us basically, I don't know, but when we divide everything here, we're going to have what? 17. So our X bar is going to be what? 17. Now, let's go to part C of this problem. So we add up everything, do the multiplication, and then add up everything and divide it by 40. See, good. So let's go back to the problem. It says here, in C, it says if a student is selected at random from the class, what is the probability that he is at least 18? So let A represent students who are at least 18. So at least 18 means that it could be what? 18, 19, 20. So what are those students? Those are the students here. How many students are at least 18? That's 8 plus 5 is 13 plus 2 is 15. So the number of students meeting this category, the number in A, is actually 15. So to find the probability, so that's part C we are doing here. To find the probability of A, at least, it's going to be the number of elements favoring A divided by the number of elements in the sample space, which is 40. So we have 15 over what? 40. If we divide this by 5, we get 3. We divide this by 5, we get what? 8. So the probability of at least 18 is 3/8. It said the following are grades of students on an examination. Do a frequency distribution of the given schools. Determine the mode, range, and region of the school. So the first thing you do is the frequency determination. So let's list this thing in order. So 10 is the smallest number. After 10, we have 22. How many 22 do I have here? 1. Do I have another 22? No. After 22, the next number I have will be 25. So I have 1, 2, 3, 25. The next number I have will be 26. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 26. 26, 26, 26, 26. And the next number I'm going to have will be what? 30 what? 2. I have 1, 2, 32. Then the last number I have will be what? 40. Now, after you are done with this, let's count and see whether we are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're missing one, correct? We 32. How many 32 do we have here? 1, 2, and 3. So it's 3 32s. That's why it's always good to go back and count. So we have 3 32s and then 40. Good. So now that we have this, we can do several things. We can go ahead and make our frequency distribution, which we're going to do on the next page. We can find our mode and everything that we need to do. Let's take to the next slide. So for our frequency distribution here, we're going to put the grade here, the mark, the grade here, and then the frequency. So 10, we have 110, 22, we have 1, 25, we have 3, 26, we have 4, 32, we have 3, and 40, we had what? 1. If we sum up this frequency here, we'll see that we're going to have what? Sorry, 13. So we have 13 elements here. So that's the A. That's the frequency distribution table that they wanted us to do. So let's move, let's go back. It said determine the mode, do a frequency distribution. So we've already done that. Determine the mode, range, and the median of the schools. So let's go and determine the mode. So B for the mode is the grade with the highest frequency. Which grade had the highest frequency here? The mode would be what? 26 plus 26 had the highest frequency. So what else did they want us to find? The mode, the range, and the median of the school. Let's find the range and the median of the school. The range. So what's the range of the schools here? The school range from The range from what? From 40 to what? 10. And so that was what? 30. Alright? So what else did he want us to find? More the range and the what? The median, I guess. Look, we have 13 data here. So this even number. So the data in the middle of this 13, which would be the data in the 7th position. 6, 6 is 12, 1 in the middle. That's the 7th position. Let's see how do we count it. 1 plus 1 at the 2nd position here. We'll go over the 5th position here. So the 6th, the 5th position, the 6th position, the 7th position, the 8th and the 9th position will be right here. So your median will be right over here. And what's that grade for that median? That median is what? 26. Now another way you can do it is to come back here to the data in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 46 out of the way. Good. So now we've done mean. Now the next thing we need to find is the mean of the score. So to find the mean, we're going to use the formula here, and we're going to just show you. To find the mean, we use x equals to the summation of f xi over summation of f. So that means we're going to do 10 times 1 plus 22 times 1 plus 25 times 3 plus 26 times 4 plus 32 times 3 plus 40 times 1. Find all of those and divide it by 13. And when we do that, our answer is approximately 27. So that's it. So it says here the table below shows a mark distribution obtained by some 12th graders in a school on a math test. What is the mode of the mark distribution? So the mode is very simple. Is the mark with the highest frequency. So the mark with the highest frequency here happens to be what? 7. So the mark with the highest frequency is 7, so we have the answer for A already. So the mode here is what? The mark with the highest frequency is what? 7. There are more people who got 7. 8 persons got 7, the end of the group, so that's the mode. Then B, what is the median distribution? So one of the things to find the median distribution is to see how many students did you have here all together. Did it tell us here? No. Let's see how many do we have all together. Let's add it up. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 12, that's going to be 17. That's 24. That's 28. That's 34. That's 37. That's 41. That's 50. So we had a total of what? 50. So if we count 25 from both ends and add them up and divide it by 2, we're going to get the median. Correct? So let's see what the 25th position is going to be. So I can count from this side until I get to 25. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 4 is 9, 9 and 8 is 17, 17 and 7 is 25, correct? So 25 appears to be right here, correct? Let's see it from the other way. 5 plus 8 is 13, plus 3 is 16, 16 plus 10 is what? 26, correct? So, let's do that again. 26. So this is going to be 26. That's what it is. This is 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 7 is 24. So from here, we have 24 this way. So the 25th and 26th that we're interested in is right here. So the median mark is going to be basically 5. Because counting from this side, you go to the 25th, which is going to be right over here, because up to here is 24, so the 25th is going to be right here. Counting from this side, you come here is 26, so the 25th is going to be right over there. So the median is going to be 5. Calculate the mean of the scores. So the mean of the scores, we did it before. All we need to do is to sum up all of these scores. We multiply everything here. So to find the mean, we do the This is C X bar F X R over what? Summation of what? F. So we're going to do 0 times 5 plus 1 times 4 plus 2 times 4 plus 3 times 3 plus 4 times 6 plus 5 times 4 plus 6 times 7. That is, you multiply the mark by its frequency, 8 plus 8 times 4 plus 9 times 3 plus 10 times 2. And we did all of this and divide this by what? 50. When we did all of this, we had a value of what? 242 divided by what? 50. And our answer is 4.8 something there. Correct? So that's how we got that for C. So in D, let's see what we're supposed to do for D. Let's go back. D is what is the probability of selecting a student that scored more than 8 marks? More than 8 marks. So that means they scored 9 or 10. How many students score more than 8 marks? 5. So let's say A. So that's D. A represents the situation student greater than what? 8 marks. So number of elements in A would be what? 5 as we saw. So the probability of A would be the number of elements in A divided by number in the sample space, which is going to be 5 over what? Was that 5? Okay, let's go back and see what they just say. Okay, calculate. What is the probability that student pick random? Okay, if the passing mark is 4, what is the probability that a student pick randomly failed? So the passing mark is 4, so it's here. So the number of people who failed was 5, would be the people at the right before 4. So it's 5 plus 4, that's 9 plus 4, 9 plus 7, that's 16, correct? So the number of people who fail will be 16. So that probability, so instead of so I should have said A, that a student failed. And the number of students who failed was 16. So the probability of the number in A, 16. So the probability of A should be the number of A over the number of S is 16 over what? 50. And when we simplify, we're going to get 8 over what? 25. And the last part of this problem is what? It says, what is the probability that of selecting the student that scored more than 8 marks? That's what we did over here. So that's what we'll just do it easily. Probability of getting this kid, let's call it B, will be basically what? More than what? 8 marks would be what? 3 plus 2, that will be 5 over what? 50, that will be 1 over what? 10. What is the probability of selecting a student that scored more than 8 marks? So this 8 marks will be 3 plus 2. I don't know where I took my 9 from over here. It says, the table below shows the distribution of marks scored by a student, some students in the test. What is the median mark? Again, to find the median, calculate how many numbers you have here. What's the frequency? 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 3 is 14 plus 1, 15. So the median would be the number in the score in the what? 7th position. Sorry, 15, so it's going to be the 8th position. 7, 7. So let's see what's the 8th position. Let's add, let's go to 2 plus 4 is what? 6 plus 5 is 11. So look, in this case, you're going to have the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th position. What's the mark for that 8th position? The mark is 4. So the median for us, median mark would be what? 4. Okay? You could also list it and put them in order and try to do stuff like that, but that's not something you want to do. And they say if two students are selected at random or replacement, you select two students at random with all replacement, what is the probability that they scored above the mode? So to do that part, we need to know the mode. What is the mode in this problem? The mode is the mark with the highest frequency. Which mark has the highest frequency here? Again, the mark with the highest frequency here, which is the frequency is 5, is the mark of what? 4. So the mode is what? 4. So they said, if a student is picked or selected at random with a replacement, what's the probability that a student scored above the mode? So we're going to go to the next step. So let's see this. So the probability, let's say A represents the student scored above mode. So to find the probability that is 2 score above the mode and score above the mode, we have to do the probability of A times the probability of A given what? A. So let's see. Let's go back. Initially, how many students do we have? 15. How many of them scored above the mode? The mode is what? 4. How many scored above the mode? 3 plus what? 1. 4. So let's go. Now, the probability of A initially will be 4 out of what? 15. Now, we're doing this with all replacement. So the next time now you are taking one person who scored above the mode. So you are left with what? 3. And the number of you are taking from now will be what? 14. So to find this, 3 times 4 is what? 12. You're going to have 12 over 15 times 14. Divide here by 2, you're going to have 6. Divide here by 2, you're going to have 7. Divide here by what? 3, you're going to have 2. You divide by 3, you're going to have 5. So our answer will be 2 over what? 30 what? 5. And I think that's it. Again, the reason we have to do this because here we are doing all replacement. So the chance of the other event happening is affected by what happened before. Alright? So again, thank you. This has been a production of you. This ends our discussion on statistics, the last in the series of our videos on statistics. So again, thank you. Hey, please visit us online at www.fieldliberia.org. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Send us your feedback to fieldliberia2015@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. And if you can, please make a contribution. Because we have just ended our section on senior high school mathematics. We're going to be shortly starting our section on junior high school mathematics. So your support will really, really help us to move this part forward. Thank you very much.